Defense called an expert on hypothermia to the stand today in the trial of Michael Valva for the murder of his son. The doctor testified that despite his low body temperature, Thomas may have been able to be saved. News 12's crime reporter Krista McNally has been following this case. She's live now at Riverhead Court with those details and eye-opening testimony today, Krista.
Dr. Kenneth Zafren was called to the stand as an expert witness on hypothermia. Now, the defense's witness said that even if a person who is hypothermic has no vital signs detected, they potentially could still be resuscitated. The doctor said even with Thomas's body temperature at 76.1 degrees when taken at the hospital, the 8-year-old could still potentially have been resuscitated. He says that could have happened even hours later.
As soon as they get to the hospital, there's a rectal temperature of 76.1 degrees. So that would have been an immediate sign of hypothermia, right? So immediately there should have been measures taken.
Thomas Valva was declared dead at 10:27 in the morning at Long Island Community Hospital. One way Dr. Kenneth Zafren, an emergency medical physician from Alaska, says Thomas could have been treated was with an ECMO machine, which that hospital was not equipped with. He said that hypothermia slows down the brain and heart, so a person could appear to be dead, but potentially is not. The prosecution argued that Thomas had no pulse, was not breathing, had blue lips, and appeared lifeless when police arrived at the Valva Polina home. Even in the hospital, they say the father did not disclose that the child slept in a garage, was brought outside naked that morning, and sprayed down with a hose. The prosecutor said everyone tried to save the little boy, except Michael Valva, because he lied. Michael Valva can be heard on the 911 call saying his son hit his head. He did not mention anything about him being exposed to cold conditions. On cross-examination, lead prosecutor Carrie Ann Kelly asked the doctor if the boy died from complications of hypothermia. His answer was yes. The prosecution has said Thomas Valva and his brother were forced to sleep in the garage for months leading up to the child's death. And on the day he died, it was 19 degrees out. In audio captured from home surveillance, you can hear Michael Valva screaming at his son and mocking him for being cold, saying, "Boo, expletive, who?"
Michael Valva didn't recognize that his son was in a hypothermic state. What his focus was on was that Thomas had a head injury.
Michael Valva pled not guilty to the charges that he is facing, and this trial will continue on Monday. That's the latest from Riverhead. Krista McNally, News 12 Long Island.